Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of On Location with John Allan. Today we are going to be visiting with one of Chile's up-and-coming stage actresses, Joni Buenaventura. Good afternoon, Joni, and thank you for inviting us into your house.
John, it's always a pleasure to see you, and thanks for giving me a call.
Oh, listen, Joni, one of the questions that most people ask, the first question is they ask since you've relocated from New York to Chile, is why and when did you relocate?
Well, actually, I've been here for a long time. I arrived in Chile in 1983, and I originally came with my husband because he had some business interests here involving his family, and we were living in Venezuela, and we decided to come live here.
Now, you also are a single mother of 3 lovely children who will be entering the university very soon, huh?
That's right.
As a single mother, it must have been quite difficult. How did you accomplish all that, as well as being a prominent stage actress?
Well, I think you have to, you have to give priorities to things in your life. And my priority was always taking care of my children. And I've been very fortunate in the sense that I've had a very stable job. I teach theater arts at Nido de Anguilas. I've been there for many, many years. And that has just allowed me to be able to stay here and provide my children with a very good education and, lots of wonderful friends and wonderful opportunities.
Now, as a teacher of drama at one of Chile's finest schools, do you recognize the value of theater classes for young people? And what is that value?
Okay, well, I think that all of the classes related to the arts, theater arts, music, visual arts, are really important for the development of the whole child. So often we see situations, when I say we, I speak on behalf of teachers of the arts, we see situations where maybe students are not very strong academically in the traditional areas, but they just blossom in a class like drama or art or music, and also it allows them to just develop a lot more confidence in themselves and how they carry themselves in front of other people.
And how they relate to other students and teachers and society in general?
Totally, totally. I think that the arts is just a really important part of a child's education. And on top of it, besides all of the good things that it provides, it's fun.
Now, of course, you work basically as an independent actress as well as being a member of the group Theater in English, which of course was directed by Peter Schwartz.
That's right.
Unfortunately, Peter died recently, but you've done many, many independent things such as murder mysteries. You've worked with other stage companies, etc.
That's right. I've worked here in Chile with Theater in English, the Thai group, and a number of years ago I was quite involved with Santiago Stage. Dinner theater, I've done a number of dinner theater productions, murder mystery productions. Most of them are benefits, and I've had the opportunity to work with a lot of very, excellent English-speaking actors here.
Now, you were educated where, in New York?
I grew up in New York and New Jersey, and I went to college in Connecticut. Graduated from the University of Hartford, and I studied at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York City. And when I graduated from the University of Hartford, I lived in New York for a while, and from there I left for Venezuela and Chile.
Did you do theater in Venezuela as well?
I did a little bit of theater. I was involved with the Caracas Playhouse. We did musicals, and I was involved both as a performer and in the background with the whole production of the different musicals that we did. But I think that here in Chile I've had the opportunity to get involved in a lot more serious dramatic productions, which is really what I like to do.
Yeah. Do you think there's a major difference between the theater that you find here in Chile and what you did in the United States? Of course, that was many years ago, but you've been back to the United States several times. Do you find that theater here is more accessible to more people than what you'd find in the U.S.?
No, I think there's a great difference really between the two. I think unfortunately here in Chile, there's not, or at least I don't perceive there to be a great theater culture. I think it's improved a lot over the years. I think that the productions have improved over the years and more people are showing an interest in going to theater, but I still think we have a long way to go to fill all those houses every night there's a production or a performance. Where in New York there's, in the United States, well in New York, which is the area that I'm more familiar with, there definitely is a theater culture and people just really enjoy going to theater.
Well, of course it's Broadway, and there's a lot more theater activity, and it's a big night out in theater. Here, unfortunately, in Santiago, there is no one particular theater district, and so that's a problem that we have here. Well, I want to thank you, Joni, for inviting us into your home, and I hope people have enjoyed it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us tonight on another edition of On Location with John Allan, reporting for Syndicated News.